Hi, welcome. My name is Leanna with Epic Fitness, and this is Yogalates. We are going to begin today standing with our feet hips width apart on our mat. We'll actually start in front of our mat. Feet hips width apart. We'll begin by pressing our palms to heart center, closing our eyes. We'll breathe in through our nose and exhale through our mouth. Taking a few breaths here, finding our space and place on our mat. Bringing awareness into our bodies and connecting with our breath. On your next inhale, open your eyes, reaching your arms all the way up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, folding forward, reaching toward your toes. Inhale for a halfway lift, lengthening through your spine, then placing your hands on the mat, step back into a plank. Hugging your elbows into your sides, chaturanga, bottom of push-up. We'll inhale, lift our chest, looking up toward the ceiling. And on the exhale, lifting our hips, pressing back into downward dog. And you can bend one knee, bend the other. Find a little bit of length and space in your spine. Just taking a few breaths here. Then stepping your feet back to the front of the mat. Again, we'll inhale, lengthen our spine, exhale, fold. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, reaching our arms overhead. And on the exhale, pressing our palms to heart center. Taking another inhale, reach our arms up. Exhale, again folding forward, reaching for our toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Dropping our hands to the mat, we'll step back into our plank. Then lower our knees onto the mat, bringing our wrists below our shoulders so we come to a tabletop position. We'll take a few cat-cows here, dropping our belly on the inhale, looking up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, pulling our navel to our spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, again, navel to spine. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And then we'll come back to neutral, walk our hands forward, drop our hips over to the right, sitting back toward our heels. Then over to the left. On the inhale, lifting our chest and just making big circles with our hips, figure 8s through our bodies. A big dynamic movement here, just to kind of warm everything up, create some fluidity in our joints. And then try those circles in reverse. Big circles with our hips. And we'll take one more circle here. We'll finish lifting our chest, looking up toward the ceiling, and then just drop our hips side to side. Coming back to neutral, we'll sink our hips back, bringing ourselves back into our tabletop position. We'll straighten to the left leg, pressing the tip of our toes onto the edge of the mat. Sinking our way backwards to stretch to the left calf. Then lifting the left leg, we'll reach forward with the right arm, finding our balance, taking an inhale, And on the exhale, bring our knee and elbow together beneath us. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. 8 more counts here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, bend the left knee, reach back with your right hand, see if you can catch your ankle, kick that foot into your hand and lift your chest. And then release. Right back to our tabletop position. We'll switch sides. Straightening the right leg, press the tip of your toes onto the edge of the mat. Sinking your weight back, stretching to the right calf. Then lifting the right leg, reaching forward with the left arm, we'll take an inhale. On the exhale, bring the knee and elbow together beneath. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bend the right knee, reach back with the left hand, catch your foot, kick that foot into your hand, lifting your chest. Nice deep stretch here, opening up the spine. And then release. Come right back through our tabletop position. Straightening again through the left leg. We're just going to tap our toes onto the mat and then lift that leg up toward the ceiling, lowering and lifting, keeping our core nice and tight. Should be feeling all of this movement through our hips. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Switching sides. Right leg straightens. Top of the toes onto the mat. Lifting that leg, lowering it back down to the mat. Lift and lower. Squeezing our glutes nice and tight. Keeping our core strong. Strengthening to our lower back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Back to the left side. We're just going to open up that left knee out to the left side. Scoot it back down through the center. Lifting and lowering. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Switching sides. Back to tabletop. Lift the right knee out to the right side. Lower it back down to the mat. Lifting and lowering. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the mat. Sink your hips back into bear pose. Straightening through your arms, bringing your chest toward your thighs. Then slowly sinking your heels toward the mat, straightening through your arms for downward dog. You can bend one knee, bend the other. Kind of open up through your sides a little bit here, adding a little bit of a twist. Maybe even twist through your shoulders a few times, find a little more space. And then we'll step our feet a little bit wider so they come to the edges of the mat. Walk our hands back toward our feet. Grab our elbows and just rock gently side to side. And coming back to neutral, sweep your arms up behind your back, interlace your fingers and straighten your arms, rolling your shoulder blades back, opening up through your chest and shoulders. Then bending your elbows, place the top of your hands on your lower back, bring your elbows toward the ground. Then releasing your hands, come back to the mat and roll all the way to standing. Take an inhale, reach our arms overhead. Big inhale, reach as high as you can. On the exhale, we'll drop our left hand to the left side, reaching over with the right, lengthening to the right side. And you can step your feet back to hips width apart. And then bend the right elbow, reach toward the left shoulder, twist and look up toward the ceiling. And keep that right elbow bent. Sweep the left arm behind your back. See if you can catch your fingers. Looks like this. Another opportunity to open up through your shoulders. And if you can't quite reach, you can just keep your hands wherever they will reach. Or grab a yoga strap. And we'll release our hands to our sides. Take another inhale, reach our arms up. On the exhale, dropping the right arm, reaching over with the left, big lengthening stretch through the left side, looking up toward the ceiling. And bending the left elbow, reaching toward the right shoulder. Find a little bit more space, maybe twist a little bit deeper. And sweeping the right arm up behind your back, see if you can catch fingers again like you did on the first side. And then release. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward, reaching toward your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. And walk your hands forward, coming back into your downward dog. This time, reach your right hand toward your left ankle, so you twist and look under the left arm. And coming back through the center, we'll take the left hand, reach toward the right ankle, and twist looking under the right arm. And if you can't quite reach your ankle, just tap anywhere along that leg. We'll alternate between right and left, shifting our balance, working on our core. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Shift your weight forward, hug your elbows into your sides for chaturanga bhakranga push-up. Inhale, lifting your chest for upward dog, and on the exhale, right back to downward dog. On the inhale, we'll lift the right leg all the way up toward the ceiling, opening up through our hip. Then we'll bend through our knee and make a few circles on the ceiling with the right knee. And then take those circles in reverse. Inhale, extend the right leg all the way up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, bring the right knee over to your left elbow underneath you. Inhale, back up to the center. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, bring your right knee through the center toward your forehead. Back up toward the ceiling. We'll just alternate between those 3 for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, center, stepping forward between our hands, lowering our left back knee onto the mat. We'll begin to straighten and bend the front leg. Bending and straightening, alternating, kind of warming up through our hamstring. We'll finish with our front knee bent. Inhale, reach our arms all the way up toward the ceiling. And on the exhale, dropping the left arm, reaching over with the right, so we lengthen to the right side. Then inhale, back up to the center. Exhale, dropping the right arm, reaching over with the left. We will just alternate between right and left side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. On the exhale, hands come down to the mat, straighten to the front leg for a half split, and begin to fold forward over the right leg. And if you have tight hamstrings, you can rub your hamstring to kind of loosen that up a little bit. You can try pointing and flexing your right foot, maybe rock your toes side to side, and then begin to fold and see if you have any more space. And bend into the right knee. We'll heel toe our foot to the edge of the mat, bringing our hands under the inside of that foot, maybe sinking to the outside edge of your foot so you open up through your hip, and then bring your forearms down to the mat. If you can't get your forearms down, you can just stay high here, or you can come down just onto the left forearm. Wherever you're at, try taking the right hand, pressing it against the inside edge of your right thigh, and twisting and looking up toward the ceiling. Then reach back with your right arm, see if you can catch your left foot. Kicking that foot into your hands, we'll twist and look up toward the ceiling. And then release. Hands come back to the mat. We'll step back into our plank. Hug our elbows into our sides for chaturanga, bottom of the push-up. Inhale, lifting your chest for upward dog. And on the exhale, lifting your hips, pressing back into downward dog. Taking a few breaths here before switching sides. On the inhale, lift the left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Bend into the knee, making big circles with the knee to open up to the hip. And then take those circles in reverse. Inhale, extending the left leg all the way up. Exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow underneath you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift. One more time through the center, bringing your knee toward your nose, and then we'll just alternate between those 3 for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, step forward between your hands, lowering your back knee, and begin to bend and straighten to the front knee again. Warming up through our hamstring, adding some fluidity here. Maybe try bending to the front knee, walking your hands up to the knee. Interlace your fingers with your palms toward the ceiling, opening up through your chest and shoulders. Good. On the exhale, drop the left arm, reaching over with the right. Inhale up to center. Exhale, dropping the right arm, reaching over with the left. And we'll just alternate inhales and exhales, adding that little length to each side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, fold forward. Straighten through the front leg, and we'll begin pointing and flexing to the left foot. If you have tight hamstrings, you can rub that left hamstring, see if you can help it to release a little bit. And then when you're ready, begin to fold forward over the left leg. Bending to the left knee, we'll heel toe our foot to the edge of the mat. Hands come onto the inside edge of that foot, sinking to the outside edge of your foot so you're opening up through your hip. And then depending on your flexibility, you can come down onto the right forearm, maybe both, or maybe just stay high. And taking the left hand, we'll press against the inside edge of the left thigh, twisting and looking over the left shoulder, looking up toward the ceiling. Maybe even reach back with the left hand, see if you can catch the right foot. If you need to come back up onto the right hand, you can. Looking up and over the left shoulder. And then release. Hands come back to the mat. We'll step back into our plank. Hug our elbows into our sides. Chaturanga, bottom of push-up. Inhale, lifting the chest for upward dog. And on the exhale, lifting the hips, pressing back into downward dog. Again, just taking a few breaths here. Find some more space and lean. And on the inhale, lift the right leg all the way up toward the ceiling. On the exhale, step forward between your hands, flatten for your back heel. We'll inhale, reach our arms up for warrior one. And on the exhale, warrior two, bringing your arms out to the sides. Check your alignment here. Make sure your knee doesn't pass your ankle, reaching your arms out as far as you can. Try to keep them parallel with the ground, maybe even bend a little deeper to the front knee. And on the inhale, reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bend back into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. We'll cartwheel that right hand down into a triangle, reaching up with the left arm, looking up toward the ceiling. Triangle. And inhale, reaching up and back, lengthening through the right side for reverse triangle. And cartwheel that right arm forward. You can bring it down to the shin if you can't quite reach the ground, or all the way to the ground, back into your triangle. We're just going to alternate between triangle and reverse triangle. Big dynamic movement here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. We'll keep our hand down. We'll step back with that front leg coming into a side plank. So side plank, you want to make sure that your right wrist is right underneath your right shoulder. Reaching over that left arm, I have my ankles crossed. You can stay there. If you need to drop your knee to the mat, you can. This would be another option. Over here. We'll hold this for a few breaths. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes down, step back into a plank. Hug our elbows into our sides for chaturanga, bottom of push-up. Inhale, lifting our chest for upward dog, and on the exhale, right back to downward dog. On the inhale, lift the left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. On the exhale, step forward between your hands, flatten through your back heel. Inhale, warrior one, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, warrior two, bringing your arms out to the sides. Finding good alignment here. Arms straight out, parallel with the ground. Bend a little deeper to your front knee. Then on the inhale, reach your arms up toward the ceiling, straighten to the front leg. Exhale, back into your warrior two. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, right back down. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Cartwheel that left hand down, coming into triangle, looking up over the right arm. And then inhale, reach up and back for reverse triangle, lengthening through the left side. And cartwheel that left arm forward, back into your triangle. And again, if you can't quite reach the ground, you can come to your shin. Or reach up and back, reverse triangle, and just alternating between the two. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. We'll step back into our side plank on the left, reaching up with that top arm, making sure our left wrist is below our left shoulder. And again, if you need to modify, you can drop here. And we'll hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the right hand to the mat, we'll step back into our plank. Hug our elbows into our sides, chaturanga, bottom of push-up. Inhale, lifting our chest, upward dog, and on the exhale, again, right back to downward dog. taking a few breaths here. You can shake your legs out if you need to, maybe twist your shoulders out a few times. Good. On the inhale, lift the right leg all the way up toward the ceiling, three-legged dog. On the exhale, step forward between your hands. We're going to lift up into a warrior three. So if you need to keep your hands on the mat for this part, you can. Otherwise, we'll balance, pressing our palms to heart center. And we're just going to tuck our left knee in and then straighten it back out behind us. So bend it in, straighten it back out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll drop our right hand, reaching up to the left for half moon. Maybe even bend the left knee, reach back with your left hand, see if you can catch your ankle. Kick that foot into your hand, see if you can fold a little deeper. And then release that top leg, cross your ankles. So the left leg is going to go behind the right, and we're going to fold forward over the right leg. Then walk your hands back to the front of the mat. You can step or hop back into a plank. Hug your elbows into your sides, chaturanga, bottom push-up. Inhale, lifting your chest for upward dog, and on the exhale, right back to downward dog. Again, a few more breaths here. Find a little bit more length and space through your spine. And on the inhale, lift the left leg all the way up toward the ceiling. Exhale, step forward between your hands. We're coming up into our warrior three on the left. Again, you can leave your hands on the mat, or you can press your palms to heart center. And we're just going to tuck that back knee in and extend it out behind us. So if you're leaving your hands on the mat, it'll look like this. Be a little bit easier. For 8, 7, maybe 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let's transition to our half moon. Left hand stays low, reaching up with the right. And then maybe bend the right knee, reach back so you can catch your ankle. Kick that foot into your hand, find some more space. And then lower that right leg back down, crossing your ankles, folding forward. Right ankle is behind the left. Okay. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Step or hop back into your plank. This time we'll drop our heels side to side, activating our obliques. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hug your elbows into your sides, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest, upward dog. And on the exhale, right back to downward dog. Good. This time, step or hop to bring your feet between your hands. Bend your knees so you come to a seat on your mat. You can bring your hands under your thighs. We'll lift our shins parallel with the ground. And you can stay right here, or you can straighten through your legs, or you can keep your toes on the mat if you need to. We'll release our hands and float for a moment in our boat. Then drop the right toes to the mat, straighten them back up, and then drop the left. And if you need to keep your hands under your thighs, you can. It'll look like this. Or you can keep your hands off the mat for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Tuck your knees into your chest, roll down onto your back. Rock gently side to side to massage through your lower back. Then lower your feet onto the mat. Bring your arms along your sides. On the inhale, we'll press our hips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower back down and just tap the mat. Inhale, press. Exhale, lower. Really think of tilting your tailbone and lengthening through your spine as you lower your hips back onto the mat so that you're not adding pressure or strain into your lower back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, keep your hips pressing high and just press little presses or pulses up toward the ceiling. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips back down onto the mat. You're going to tuck the right knee into your chest, straighten to the left leg. Give yourself 2 gentle tugs and then alternate sides, tucking the left knee in, or just alternating here. And if you'd like a little bit more stretch with this, keep that top leg straight instead of bent. And we'll just alternate for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Tuck that left knee in, lower the right, interlace your fingers behind the back of your head, or bring the right elbow to the left knee, and then alternate bicycles. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Tuck your knees in. We're going to straighten through the right leg. We're going to extend straighten the left leg, extend the right leg up toward the ceiling, and then actually we're going to bend the left knee, sorry. We'll bring our arms along our sides. We're just going to draw circles on the ceiling. So if you want to make this harder, you can straighten through that left leg. You can even float that leg so you really have to activate your core. Otherwise, we'll be here with our left knee bent. So there's little tiny circles on the ceiling, and think the quicker that you make those circles, the more core it's going to activate here. So if this is too easy, again, straighten through that bottom leg or float that leg. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Take those circles in reverse, but this time we're going to make them bigger. So we're going to cover a much bigger range of motion here. And if you have space to bring this leg all the way down to the floor, you can. I have a wall here, so that's kind of limiting my range of motion here. But if you have a little bit more space and you have the flexibility, please take it. So we've got 8 more counts here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the last one, you're going to bend the right knee, place it on top of the left thigh. Open
opening up through your hip. This is an external rotation of your hip. Bring your arms along the sides. On the inhale, press your hips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower back down, tap the mat. Inhale, press. Exhale, lower, press, and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Keep your hips pressing high, little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips, straighten to the right leg. Place it back on the mat. Take our left knee, straighten that leg, or straighten the left leg, toes toward the ceiling, and we're just going to make little circles on the left. And again, that opposite leg, that right leg, is your supporting leg. So you can bring it along the ground. You can float it if you want a little bit more challenge. Find what works best for you. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Try the reverse direction this time. See if you can find your range of motion here. See what works best for you. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Awesome. Bend the left knee, place the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Externally rotating that hip. We'll bring our arms along our sides. And on the inhale, press our hips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lower back down, tap the mat. Inhale, press. Exhale, lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Keep your hips pressing high and pulse it out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Lower back down. We'll bring our feet hips width apart. We'll inhale, reach our arms overhead. We'll drop our knees side to side. Good. And come back through the center. We'll tuck our knees into our chest. Bring your hands along our sides. Extend our feet up toward the ceiling. See if you can lift your hips and bring your hands to your lower back. Come to shoulder stand. See if you can extend your toes a little bit higher. Really squeeze your abs, squeeze your glutes. And then we're going to tuck the right knee into the chest. Extend it back up toward the ceiling. Then tuck the left knee in. We're going to alternate sides. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Drop your toes overhead. I don't really have space here. We're going to drop our toes overhead so that our legs are straight. Interlace your fingers behind you. It will look more like this. And bend your knees for ear pressure pose. And then release. Tuck our knees back into our chest. I'm just rocking gently side to side, kind of massaging through your lower back. Good. And then we're going to open up through our knees, make big circles through our knees. And then take those circles in reverse. straighten to the left leg. We'll tuck the right knee into our chest. We're going to cross it over to the left side so that we're twisting and lengthening all the way through our spine. Try to keep your right shoulder on the mat so you can really get the fullness of that twist, and then we'll look over the right shoulder. Good. Then open that right knee over to the right side. Again, we're opening up through our hip. If you have the space and the flexibility, you can straighten to that right leg. Reaching out with the left arm. Again, our left shoulder stays on the mat. And then come back through the center and square off your hips. Now our hips are square. Pulling our shin toward our nose. Again, you can point and flex your toes a few times here, or maybe make a few circles and see if that helps. Find a little bit more length and space. Stretch a little bit deeper. And this time bend the right knee, place the right ankle on top of the left thigh, and you're going to hug that left knee in toward your chest. If you need to rock it out a few times, you can. Kind of open up through the hips. Maybe use your right elbow on the inside of the right knee or thigh to press that knee away from you. And if you've got any more space, maybe try straightening the left leg and see if you can catch your ankle. And then keep that connection you have here, bend the left knee, and you're going to drop all of this over to the left side. Again, inhale, reach your arms up toward the ceiling, big twist here. And maybe even assist by taking your left hand and bringing it on the outside of your right knee. Again, really important to keep that right shoulder on the mat. And then we'll switch sides. So we'll tuck our knees into our chest. Again, we'll rock it out, kind of resetting everything. We're going to straighten through the right leg, take the left knee, cross it over to the right side, lengthening all the way through that left side and adding in a twist. But we want to keep our left shoulder on the mat. Reach out with that left arm. Nice deep twist to the left side. Then open the left knee out to the left side. And you can keep your knee bent here. Right shoulder's going to stay on the mat. Or you can straighten through that leg and open up that leg a little bit more stretch here. We'll reach out with the right arm if you have space. Keeping your shoulder on the mat. Okay, one more time, come back up through the center. So now we're squaring off our hips, bringing our shin toward our nose. And again, if you've got tight hamstrings, rub that left hamstring or make a few circles with your ankle. Find some space, loosening up that leg. Okay, then bend the left knee and bend the right. Place the left ankle on top of the right knee. Hug that right knee in toward your chest so you open up through your hip. If you want to rock it out a few times, you can. Maybe even use your left elbow on the inside of your left knee to open up through your hip. If you've got any more space, try straightening the right leg, see if you could catch your ankle. you're gonna bend to the right knee. You're gonna reach your arms overhead. Drop your knees all the way over to the right side, but keep your shoulders on the mat. So we're lengthening all the way through the side. Nice deep twist. Big inhale, reach your arms overhead. You can even assist that left leg, give it a little more stretch by using that right arm, but then reach out with the left and keep that shoulder on the mat. Good. And then one more time, we'll hug our knees into our chest. We're going to rock forward and back a few times. Kind of massaging through our spine. You want to take another moment to allow your knees to drop side to side. You can add in a few more windshield wipers so our feet are on the mat. Reach your arms overhead. Maybe you have a little bit more space and fluidity here to sink a little bit deeper. And straightening through your legs, we'll take one last big inhale, reaching our arms overhead. And on the exhale, we'll release our arms to our sides, allow our feet to fall out to the sides, making any last minute adjustments that we need to be able to relax and release into our mat for Shavasana. Take the last few minutes of class to melt into our mats, clearing our minds and resting in Shavasana. So you can stay here in Shavasana as long as you'd like. Letting this be a moment of meditation, finding the stillness in the chaos of your day. I'll leave the rest up to you. For those of you who'd like to finish with me, we'll allow the back of our wrists to rest on our knees, sitting up straight and tall. Take one last deep inhale, reaching our arms overhead. On the exhale, pressing our palms to heart center. Thank you for joining me. It was my honor and privilege to guide you in your practice. Namaste.